So you want big, strong legs. Well, right now, we're gonna go through a full leg day for my beginners. Let's go ahead and add this to the Games to Gains series, because this series is mainly about, beginners, people who are trying to understand fitness, trying to understand what exercises to do. This is for you. You don't have to be a gamer to be a part of this series, but once again, as a gamer and anime head myself, I would like to attract more gamers and get more gamers and pretty much, the nerdy type of people into fitness, healthy, in shape. I want everybody to go around into these Comic Cons, to these gaming expos, jacked. You feel me? So sit back, relax, grab a notepad. I'm gonna give you a leg workout you can do as a beginner to get the gains you wanna get. Let's go. All right, so our first exercise is leg extensions. We're trying to get some blood flow going. And on top of that, I kind of like to, especially for beginners, please fatigue a bit before we move on to a free weighted movement, because it's gonna allow you to not go up in weight too fast and focus on your form. So we got 4 sets of 10 to 15 reps. So the tempo for leg extensions is 1, 1, 2. So that means 1 second up, 1 second pause, 2 second down. Controlling the eccentric motion, which is going to be beneficial for a lot of beginners. When you can control the eccentric motion, I promise you your strength and size will skyrocket. So that's going to be the tempo for majority of all the machine exercises. 1, 1, 2. So 1 slight hold, 2, 1, 2, boom. And on top of that, it's gonna tell you, like, you might need to lower the weight. You feel me? It's gonna humble you. And with that, once again, it's just gonna be such a huge positive for you in the long run if you can get this down right now. One thing I want to add in is look for the machine's pivot points and match up your joints to that. So like, for instance, what you see right now, this is the pivot point for the leg extensions. I want that connected with where my knee is. I need that to be aligned, right? So just make sure, same thing with any other, like the leg curl, that's where you're gonna get the most benefit from the machine, is when you're lined up with that, and it won't feel awkward. Even with other machines, where your shoulders are and things like that. So just keep that in mind. All right, so next up, we got the leg curls. Now, leg curls, once again, I like the seated leg curls. Back in the day, I used to be all about lying hamstring curls, but with research, the seated hamstring curl is the best for all around hamstring growth and strength. So once again, if you want all around development of the hamstrings, then the seated leg curl is best for you. Now, once you start getting advanced, you can start separating from the lying leg curls and standing leg curls, depending on your goals. But right now, we're gonna focus on this. Same thing, 1, 1, 2. Going down, 1, hold, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. That's the tempo. 1, 1, 1, 2, just like that. Something that I just did right now that I had to fix myself is when I was doing a rep, it was getting a bit heavier, a bit harder, and I started to arch my back. Don't do that, because when we're doing that, we're trying to compensate, right? Just lower the weight. We don't want to be arching our backs, right? We want to try to keep our backs, on the pad. Once we start arching our backs, we just try to make it easier for ourselves. That means we're pushing past something that we don't have the ability to. Oh. All right, I'm gonna let that slide. Sorry, I'm trying to gather myself. So it just walked by and just like, what is shit? Just hit my shit. So I'm just like trying to calm down. Say lower the weight so you can keep your back on the pad, right? So you can do the movement properly. One thing I want to add in, when you're doing these exercises, when I say 10 to 15, 8 to 12, 8 to 15, whatever it is, understand that is pretty much like a leeway to going up in weight. So let's say
Say first set, you hit 15 easy. That means you need to go up in weight and you need to be between 10 to 15, right? We don't necessarily, think of it this way, we don't necessarily, if I say 10 to 15, I don't necessarily want you at 15. I want you more at 12, right? But I'm giving you leeway to find out what is the correct weight for you to be at. As long as you're above, 10 and failing before 15, that's the goal right there. Now with the leg press, once again, we got 3 sets, 10 to 15 reps. All right, so with the leg press, here's the stances, right? If our legs are up higher on the pad, that's going to hit more glutes, more hamstrings. If they're lower, that's going to hit more quads. Now, one thing I do to help make it easier for me to not lift my back off of the pad is I turn my feet a little bit outwards, right? So it opens up the hips a little bit more, allows you to comfortably hit the weight. Now we're going to be more on the upper side, so we're hitting more glutes, hamstrings, 10 to 15 reps. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got last exercise of the day. Now, this will be a little bit difficult, which means you need to have the weight lowered appropriately, but we have lunges. So I got my 40 pounds right here, nice and easy. Staying straight, stepping out. Actually, I don't really like to step out straight. I kind of like to step out at an angle. 2, 1, back up, 2, 3. We're gonna do 20 reps all together for 3 sets. 4. Make sure when you do these, don't hunch over too much. I don't want you coming down and right here. Try to stay upright a little bit. All right, so we're coming down, boom. Do a few without weights before you grab weights, just to kind of get a groove. 2, 3, right? One thing that helped me over time with doing lunges is I used to do lunges like I was a runner, right? So I would have my sole of my feet hit the ground first, and I was putting a lot of pressure on my knees. So now what I do is when I step into it, I heel toe, boom, or heel to sole, not heel toe, heel to sole, heel, slow down, sole, boom, heel, sole, instead of forcing myself to try to be like this versus a soft touch, boom, into the lunge, soft touch, into the lunge versus, so there's a tip for you right there. So that is all for today's beginner workout. Games to gains, baby. Games to gains, baby. You already know what it is. I want you guys to do this for the next 4 weeks, right? 2 times a week for the next 4 weeks. I want each leg day to be separated by 2 days. So today was leg day. Let's say today's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. The next one will be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That's how it's gonna go each week, just by 2 days. I want you to give yourself time. Because the thing about it is, if you can grasp getting legs done, right, and be consistent with it, you can do everything, dog. Everything. You feel me? The leg day is just one of those days, just like, it takes a lot out of you. It's like a leg day, but it feels like a full body day. You feel me? So get this done. I want you to do this for the next 4 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Simple beginner workout. 4 exercises: leg extensions, leg curls, leg press, lunges. Conquer these 4, and then we're gonna move on to more. You already know what it is. If you want online coaching, you want some guidance, hit your boy down below. All right, the link will be down below. Sign up for your boy. Sign up for online coaching or in-person coaching in Houston, Texas. So hit me up. It got programs as well. Programs are a bit between, intermediate, advanced, but here's one thing about my program. My programs were made years ago, so they're a bit outdated in some things. They're still fun. They'll still get you games, but I could cut back on a few exercises, you feel me? But even still, I still do the shit, you feel me? So That being said, next video, we can talk about some food a bit more. I'll add some food into it. I'll add a full day games to gains of eating and training. So you can kind of see how an athlete's day is. Even though I already have vlogs up, but I'll make it more towards this series. So once again, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Catch you guys later.